What does it take for a human being to be considered alive? When does life begin for humans? Is it when the egg cell and the zygote form, or is it after the baby is born and they take their first breath? I'm here to tell you that life begins before birth. We all know that there are single cell organisms like the amoeba and yeast that are just one cell and are considered alive. They don't have a heartbeat, they don't have a brain, yet they're considered alive. Why? What makes them alive? According to the Science Learning Site article published in 2012, there are 7 different characteristics needed for something to be alive. They need to have movement, respiration, sensitivity to surroundings, growth, reproduction, excretion, and nutrition. So we've all known somebody or have maybe been the one pregnant or have heard stories about the movement from the mom, or have felt or seen it ourselves. We all know that babies can move. That's an easy one. The respiration, according to the Livestrong site in 2014, obviously babies can't breathe with the lungs. The respiration takes place with the placenta. Respiration is the exchange of gases, and so the placenta will bring in the oxygenated blood, and then will take the carbon dioxide out. That happens with the umbilical cord and the placenta. The sensitivity to surroundings is another pretty easy one. If you shine a light on the stomach, according to the pregnancy.org article, was undated, shine a light on the stomach or play loud music or make a loud noise, the baby is going to react, whether it be flipping away from the light or jumping as if the baby were startled because of the music. Or as in my baby's case, she liked to dance to the music. Now, there's no denying that the baby's growth, there's no denying about the growth because we see it on the outside. We can tell that it's growing. But according to the WebMD article, at 3 weeks gestation, the nerve endings are forming. At 5 weeks, they have a heartbeat. The heart is forming, the heart is beating and pumping the blood. 5 weeks. That is alive. If these two don't have a heartbeat and are considered alive, a fetus at 5 weeks is pumping blood with a heartbeat. It's alive. Now, the excretion or elimination is, according to the Mental Floss article in 2013, happens because the amniotic or fluid is swallowed by the fetus to help learn the swallowing reflex that the baby will need in order to swallow the formula or breast milk after birth. So it's an important reflex that helps them learn to swallow and get the nourishment after they're born. And the nutrition comes in as with the respiration. According to the Live Healthy website, the nutrients are brought in from the placenta to from the mother's blood into the baby, into the umbilical cord, and the baby will gain nutrition that way. Those are the 7 steps or the 7 characteristics that a creature needs to be considered to be alive, and how they relate to the fetus. So we've talked about the single cell organisms, the 7 characteristics, and how they relate. So there should be no doubt now that a fetus has the characteristics. Life is precious. I have 2 beautiful girls, and I should have 3 kids though. In between my 2, I had a miscarriage. And I can tell you that it was no easier losing the baby before it was born than it would have been after the baby were here. It is hard. It is heartbreaking. That baby was part of me and part of my husband. It was part of our family. I recently watched a video clip of a hospital or doctor's office that aborted a baby around 15 weeks gestation. It was a cold room. It was laying on the table, and they were poking at the baby, and it was moving in the sac still. It was alive in the sac. There's no denying it. And it was just waiting to die. And I was going to show the video, but it's too heartbreaking. I couldn't do it. life is precious and we need to treat it as such. Life begins before birth, before the baby is brought into the world. It is alive inside the mother. Thank you for your time. If there's any questions, let me know.